My name is Jim. Lived around this world for 51 years. I don't know, I'm here. This is, I used to be not religious at all. Now I'm a Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah, because I swear I've got to be, it's not hell, but I've got to be at least in purgatory.
I understand that. So you say you're Catholic now.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
So have you've been a Catholic all your life, or you
No.
just now? Right.
No, just decided that, Catholics must be right because this ain't hell, it's just got to be purgatory.
Okay.
And they're the only religion that believes in purgatory, as far as I know. So I must be a Catholic.
All right, but then since you take your
Evil? I guess basically what you make of it yourself. I mean, I don't know. I think I've made up my own good and quite a bit of my own evil, but there's been a few helpings put on my plate that I didn't think that I asked for either. What is good? I don't know. Everybody's got a different idea of what's good.
So what is your idea of good?
What's my idea of good?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that treats me the way I would treat them
Mm-hmm.
is a good person. I mean, I don't think that I'm a bad guy. I maybe don't do everything perfect, but I don't think anybody does down here. I mean, I'll help my friends out, go the second mile, and go guide where they need to go, or help them dig a ditch, or
So
build building, whatever. So I could go that I hadn't seen before. I left Oregon. There wasn't a lot of work in Oregon. I left Oregon the year that they shut my cousin and I used to cut cedar. We had a logging company called Cousins Logging in out of Veneta, and we used to cut cedar for cedar shakes. It was a big business. Our first year, we made about $10,000 a piece. I mean, we made $20,000 easily, but between my cousin and I, we split up $20,000 in a season, and that's the way the things go on that is you cut cedar for certain shake mills all winter long, and when you haul shakes into them, you only get paid. Well, then in the spring, when they cut all the shakes and they sell them, they get a humongous influx of money, of course. Well, then you can go, once they've sold them in the summertime or in the spring, you can go back in and you get the other half of your money.
Okay.
Half of your money, it pays for the gas and the fixing of the saws and your living expenses through the year or through the winter months. And then at the end, you get this big chunk of money, which the first year we cut shakes up there, we did real good. My cousin Harold and I, we made a lot of money. And then the second year, we would have probably made a lot of money, but that was the first year that California outlawed shakes on roofs.
Oh, okay.
And so every cedar mill around had 10,000 shakes sitting around and nobody to buy them.
Really?
Yeah, that kind of shut everything down. That's the year that I went to Alaska. Joy is looking down the sights of a gun and seeing one of the largest moose you've ever seen, and then as you touch off the trigger and he falls in a heap over there. That's true joy. You get to go over there and fix him up to get him out of the bush.
Okay.
Oh, that can be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Not the fixing him up to get him out of the bush, but hunting around to find him and shoot him. Some of the best hunting I've ever done, and the fishing.
Okay.
They say you can walk across the backs of the fish in the stream when they're coming in. It's true.
Okay.
There'd be so many fish coming in, like they come in on the tides, of course, and when the tide comes in, then the fish will start up the stream, and they'll be just thick.
So you
The
enjoy fishing?
streams will be, oh yeah. Yeah, the last few years it's gotten to be more what they call combat fishing up there, and that's just your shoulder to shoulder with 5 dozen people lined up here on the banks of the river trying to snag them salmon, because actually once a salmon gets up in the river, you can't hardly make them bite in order to eat something type bite. The only reason they'll bite at your lure is because they're mad at it. You've made them mad with it, throwing it down there in front of their nose and wiggling it around, and they get
So
mad
you
at it and
kinda
they
tease
bite
them.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then if you can't do that, you gotta do what we call force feeding them. You know, you just get a big treble hook with a weight on it and throw it out there in amongst it and jerk your line. You know, they won't eat. You gotta force feed them. You know, total waste of time.
Total waste of time.
Yeah.
So you've never been married?
Oh, I've been married 3 times. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So out of those 3 times, you feel that it's a total waste of time?
Yeah, total waste of time for me anyway. I don't know, maybe some people it'd be good for, but wasn't no good for me. Why support somebody that's gonna do nothing but run around and cheat on you and then find somebody else and run off on you, you know?
So in each one of your marriages, your experience, is that the same?
It was all the same, yeah.
All the
Pretty
same.
much all the same, yeah.
Okay.
They wanted to live with you long enough, I mean, until you, whatever their idea of your supporting them was no good anymore for them, and then they'd run off on you, you know? I
Oh,
mean,
because you never got to stop you there. Where you finding your women at then?
well, let's see. One of them was a next door neighbor.
Uh-oh.
One of them I found in a bar,
Okay.
and the other one I met as a friend as a kid. Used to party with her,
It's a party.
her and her
Okay.
sister. Yeah.
So all those women just ran off and doing the cheat.
Oh yeah, they just.
Okay. So now, so you say you stopped on marriage, you just want to have a girlfriend. That's
Well,
it.
actually, I think Northern Nevada and the whorehouses, you know, you're gonna have to pay for it whichever way you go. So you might just well pay when you go through the front door, and then when you're done, there's none of this. You don't have to worry about her cheating, running off with your money, or running and telling all of her friends about how terrible you've treated her. You know,
So out of
go to
your
the house, whorehouse, and then walk out the door and forget it.
so out of your 3 marriages, I know could you say
4 kids.
4 kids?
Yeah.
Can you like name, age, how you know?
Well, let's see. Brandy's my oldest. She's 29, and Wayne, he's my second oldest. He's 27.
Okay.
And then there's Jessica. She's quite a bit younger. She's 18, and then James is 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do all your kids? Do they make you proud?
Yeah, they do things that make me proud. Yeah, I'm not. I have been a family man, but I'm certainly not right now. None of my family's here. They're all in Alaska.
Oh, Alaska.
Yeah.
Okay. So Uncle Jim, where do you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years? And could you look that far in your future?
I hope to be living over in Arizona where it's a little cooler than here, and buying another piece of property.
Okay.
You know, as far as my kids go, they'll probably stay in Alaska. Their mother's going to get out of jail here in a few months, and they'll probably go back and live with her again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. So, so I don't want to hold you up no time longer. I just want to. Do you have any interesting things in your life that you can pick out and say that's just one of those times I can look back and say I had a great time. Just a memorable moment that you can say in your life that just really.
My trip to Alaska was a
Trip to
great
Alaska.
time. Yeah,
Okay.
I had a real good time. That was with my second wife,
Okay.
and we had some friends along. But we went to a couple of different hot what do they call them? Hot pools, you know, flowing up out of the ground, and yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So your trip
And,
to Alaska, so you married the chick you went to Alaska? What did you say?
we had already been married. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
All right then.
Yeah.
Well, thanks Uncle Jim
Is
for
that-
the time, you know.
Yeah.
Is that it, dear?
That's it.
All right. Thanks a lot, Uncle Jim.
Yeah. Thank you.